Well, I'm finally back with more New World updates for you guys. I know it's been a ridiculous drama over here on my channel, but it's time to move on and get back to New World, and I am thrilled to do so. So for today, I have some updates for you that have been kind of backlogged now because of the delays on my channel. So there is a patch that just went through, and also breaking just now, there was an update from the devs about the holidays, their time off for the holidays, and what that means for all of you. Since that is the more pressing news topic, I am going to go through that first, and then we're going to revisit the patch notes that I never got a chance to share with all of you, and we're going to go through the server transfers, server merges, and why some servers did not get merged. So it was not a mistake. There's a problem, and we'll get to that in a second. So let me go ahead and show you the post talking about the holidays and their off time to spend with their families and stuff like that, the actual employees. So we have Luxendra here 7 minutes ago. Greetings adventurers, 2021 was an incredible year for New World, and we appreciate all the support and encouragement we receive from our community. As the holidays rapidly approach, some of the New World team will be taking some time to spend with their families and loved ones. Please be patient while awaiting non-critical, critical meaning things like maintenance notices, service outages, or updates. So basically, be patient while awaiting non-critical communication from us as the team will be operating at reduced capacity. We hope you all are able to take some time with your friends, family, and loved ones this season as well. We look forward to an exciting year ahead and can't wait to continue working with our players to see New World grow. Thank you for your understanding, and we wish you a happy holidays and a happy new year. So critical meaning, so the only things we're not going to be having to wait for is if the servers go down, they will bring them back up. Or updates, I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that. They're not going to have a patch during this time, are they? Or are they? I don't know. Maintenance notices. So if servers crash, if there's maintenance, that type of stuff, they'll do that. But non-critical, like, now's a bad time to have something weird happen because there's not going to be much staff on hand to fix, little nuanced things. But that is the update for them. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, this is fair. I'm sorry if something happens to you during this time and you cannot get it fixed because they are taking break for the holidays. But just like us, they are human and they honestly need a break from time to time. And the holiday is a good time to take a break and spend with their families instead of working, 60-hour weeks or whatever, like I'm sure a lot of them have been doing. But with that being said, let's move up to the next topic for today's video, which is the update that just went live today, 1.2.1. So this is a pretty small update, actually. This week's update is focused on resolving some of the issues that have arisen from our December update. Our development team is continually working on improving the New World experience, and they thank you all for your patience and reports that you continue to make on the official forums. Restricted coin lock boxes earned from the Tree of Light to players level 14 and above to coincide with the event quests, when the event quests are enabled for players. This change was implemented to discourage bad actors from repeatedly creating new characters in an attempt to exploit the availability of coin. Basically, gold dupers and gold bots and gold sellers or whatever were making new characters and just grabbing the lock boxes and then transferring to another character and then deleting the character. Probably you doing the whole thing with a script, so they don't actually have to do it themselves. They just let it run and just keeps collecting money, and I would assume that was probably the thing. And so they're going to restrict it to level 14, which if you are actually a new player to New World, you just bought the game today or something, don't worry. Level 14 does not take long to get if you are actually playing the game. You can get there in like an hour or two. It's real not bad. Anyway, reduce the amount of characters that can be created per day per account, which I assume is also to combat exactly the problem I was just talking about. I don't know if that's a problem or not. I'm just assuming that's a problem, but it all makes sense to me. Anyway, fix an issue causing Azoth balances to not update after fast traveling or crafting. Azoth balances should now adjust to show the amount spent when traveling or crafting. If you're not familiar with this bug, there's a bug where you would fast travel, but afterwards, however much Azoth you had after your first fast travel, it would stay there no matter what you did. So you could fast travel, and you'd be like, I had a friend ask me, he was like, did they remove the Azoth cost from fast traveling? And I was like, nope, it was a bug. I had that up on the PTR. I know what's going on. It was not updating. It was a visual bug. And then you would hit a point where it would say, you don't have enough Azoth even though you do, and then you'd be really confused and not know what's happening. They also fixed an issue that caused potions to drop at multiple gear scores, resulting in inventory stacking issues. I am not familiar with this, but that sounds really obnoxious and annoying. To enable a level playing field for players, we reset the faction cooldown time for all players. Once players choose or change a faction, the duration of the cooldown will be set to 60 days. Now, they did this to make things fair for all the server merges so people could rebalance. So you don't end up with a server that has 70% purples, 20% greens, and 10% yellows, or whatever, some ratio that's horrible. It allowed the big faction to transfer out to other factions in order to try to balance the servers better. Also, they fixed an issue that occasionally caused the Weavers needed town project mission for the Winter Convergence to not be completed if attempting to craft it in Everfall. That is it for this patch. Thank you for your support. See you in Eternum. So not a big patch. There are issues obviously that we want addressed that are not addressed. If it was me, it would be the aptitudes XP bug that wastes your XP. But some people, there was the inventory drop all or whatever it was, move to storage all. One of those all buttons is disabled because it's broken. There's obviously little issues that we're not happy with, but at least there's nothing totally insane going on right now other than the cooking one. And actually, I don't know if they fixed the fort glitch. If the fort glitch is still a thing, then that's total obnoxious cancer. But I don't know. We'll see. That's it for this patch, though. I don't know if any patches coming later than this. But we're not done yet. So this was a dev blog from yesterday, I think. Server merges, what comes next. They also translate this to all other languages, basically, in other posts. So they completed the planned merges for 2021. So no more merges are coming 2021. That is the bad news. I hate to tell you guys. If you are one of the servers that got excluded, they're not going to be able to get to you till early 2022. So I would assume the first or second week of January. And I know that sucks, and I'm sorry for you guys if you're still stuck on low pop servers. But there's a reason why they can't do it, unfortunately. And like I said, I know that sucks, but it's one of those things of there's actually nothing they can do as far as I'm aware. So what happened is that during the first round of server transfers, as well as world merges, we discovered a bug that we are working hard to fix. So in summary, we found that when multiple housing plots are stacked from merging or transfers, we reach an unsafe level of persistent data, which can cause instability and potentially loss of persistence, meaning if the bug is tripped, your house will disappear. We want to prevent that from happening and are taking the time to really understand and resolve this. Looking forward, we're going to monitor the merged worlds with an eye towards stability and any unforeseen issues that may turn up. We ask that you take some time to get situated in your new world and play with some of your friends, blah, 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 whatever. We will address all struggling servers in early 2022. And also, they are currently planning to release a second round of transfer tokens in early 2022, but this may change depending on the feedback and data we receive. So, what does that mean for us? Well, server transfers coming 2022. That is pretty big. Now, hopefully this time they'll have it figured out so it actually works correctly. Now, as for the struggling servers, to, again, go over this, my best understanding of this, and I'm not an expert at code, I'm an amateur to intermediate at best, more like amateur, but someone in the comments will have a much better idea of me and they will correct me, probably with an angry tone as usual, but that's fine. So my assumption here is there's something going on with the servers, maybe with RAM or with some type of probably RAM or with databases probably, and how they're storing information and all that. And something about putting all these servers together, it is creating some kind of weird issue, some kind of code issue, and the more that you throw in, the more likely it is to cause it. Now, see, I've had websites in the past, so I'm familiar with weird issues where, like, I had a website where everything worked fine, but once you had so many pages, you realize that things were not fine actually, and there were weird database issues and things, and you don't know till you scale it up. And once it hits a big enough critical mass, suddenly weird stuff starts happening. So I'm assuming it's one of those genre of problems, and that if they merged all of you guys in, you guys would suddenly lose your houses. Now, some of you would sit there, I guarantee some of you are sitting there on a low pop server saying either A, I don't have a house, or B, please God, take my house, I just want to play on a high pop server. And those are fair arguments, and I totally get that, but unfortunately they're not going to go forward with the server merges if it's going to take everyone's houses, and that's just how it is. Also, we had this post, which was about server merges for all this stuff, and there was a clarification, and basically their goal is a peak population above 1,000, other indicators and stuff, and again, basically the same thing. They're working to reassess and redress struggling servers in early 2022. So this was basically more of the same. This is the one they were summarizing, though, in that previous one. And the last thing I really want to show here is this is the bug mega thread for 1.2. And I want to show you guys something that people have saying something is intended from a video I have, and I kept telling people there's no way most people are like, there's no chance that's intended. So they finally have it in here. there is an issue where players can only increase aptitude levels by 3 levels at one time. So they have finally acknowledged that this is a bug and that they want to fix it. So eventually we'll see that fixed, and that is nice because that's an insane bug, so stupid. Also, some players are reporting that Topaz Gypsum may not be dropping. You may be familiar with this. I've had a lot of people, for some reason, they get 9 and they can't get a 10th one when trying to farm it. I've seen a lot of reports of that, and apparently that's a known issue, and they are working to fix it or remedy it. And then we have the most pressing matter of them all. Oh my gosh, cows are missing. Oh no. Bessie, where have you gone? Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. So that's the news for today. There's a lot of backlog news. So this video, I don't know how long this video is at this point because I record it, the thing in clips and different segments. I have to put it all together, but probably a longer video right here. So I do apologize for that. But again, we had backlog of news because of all the drama that I had to deal with on my channel. It's totally obnoxious. So server merges, you guys are stuck until January. That sucks, but that's how it is. I don't know. There's not much we can do about it because there's a serious issue they have to address. And then server transfer tokens are coming, which is really nice. So some of you guys, if any of you guys are in NA East, don't use that server transfer token until you decide whether or not you want to come join my company, you know? I don't know, you don't have to join my company, but you know. And then the patch didn't really do a whole lot, so don't expect anything crazy after the patch. I doubt there's any secret changes. If there are, it's only going to be 1 or 2 things. There's probably not much there. But that's it for the news. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing to this channel for more New World news, New World guides, and other helpful New World information. I try to post videos at least 1, 2, 3 times a day, as often as I can. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. But that is it for today's update. Now you know what's going on in 1.2.1. You know what's going on with the server merges, server transfer tokens, why your server didn't get merged, and everything like that.